We just got our air compressor up to the mine. We're about to go drilling and blasting for the first time on season 2 of opening my new gold mine. We just did our first blast of the season. Harry's getting the back all washed down so we can take a look and scale where we need to. It's gonna be a long day of scaling. We loaded this one pretty heavy, and it shot ore all the way back there, just a big old pile of ore. We got to muck all of this. There's some waste mixed in, so we got to wash it all down. But this is some of the most high grade stuff we've shot yet. Whew. Well, I'm just raking the stuff out of our blast area. Down in front, Harry's getting it mucked up. We're sandbagging it over there against the wall. There's a couple cool things I want to show you here. And then here, this is one of the ribs. Gold there. I think there's some more gold. Where'd it go? It's hard to see, but all along this black band here is gold. That might be gold. It's hard to tell in the camera from this angle. But that one right there is a nice big old piece. Oh yeah, gold in the face. That's what you love to see. We're getting cleaned up here. Let me give you a little tour of what we got going on. All right, we got our hole all mucked out and washed down. And all across the floor of that hole is all still ore. So the vein is dipping down and widening out, which is awesome. We might have a 4.5 foot wide vein at the back there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come in and shoot the waste on top and underneath and get our eye drift going back towards the raise. I'll tell you more about that later. All this muck is good ore, and we've run out of sandbags. So we've got about 75 over there by Harry. We're going to shovel all this muck into a pile right there. It's going to protect our sandbags from the blast. We're going to cover it with some boards and stuff so we can keep the ore and the waste separate. And then over here we've been cleaning up. We've got a bunch of really nice looking ore here. Look at all the sulfides in some of this. We've got some really nice looking stuff. This is one of my favorites here. We're going to take this down and get some of this slabbed up for you guys. So that's another one of our projects. Check out the eBay account if you're interested in some slabbed up stuff. And also all this ore is going to eventually get down, get milled up, and go on eBay as well. Right, Harry?
Drill, baby, drill.
Drill, baby, drill. That's our next step. We're pretty much ready to do it now. Just got to move that pile of muck and then set up to drill out the back and the floor, and then we'll be drifting. That's an after lunch project. All right, we're about to start drilling. We're doing what's called split shooting. So we've taken the vein out as ore, we've mucked it all into our sandbags. Now we're going to take the waste totally separate, and that way you don't dilute and you mix all your ore. We're going to do 7 holes in this situation. So we're going to do 3 across the back, we're going to drop the back down, and we're going to do 3 across the bottom. But since this side is a little bit high, I'm going to do an extra hole right here. So we're going to have 7 all together. We'll shoot these 3 at the same time. We'll shoot the top 3 at the same time, and then I'll have one way down here in the corner that'll go last. And the reason is there's about 3 feet of waste here, and one drill hole can't shoot 3 feet of waste. So we're going to add an extra one just to make sure we break it and get a nice, good heading going. Once the waste is shot out of here, we'll have a nice 6 by 5 or 6 foot wide drift. It'll be a nice flat, hopefully flat, clean face that we can go back in on, drill our round of ore out, blast that, muck it, and then we'll take the waste again. And we're just going to split shoot our way all the way back about 35 or 40 feet. We're trying to intersect a raise back here, and that'll cut out about 500 feet of screwing around we got to do with our sandbags and 2 or 3 transitions and 2 chutes. And if we can just get to this raise, it'll go right down to the main level and out to the truck. Once we intersect the raise, hopefully that happens in the next couple of weeks. We've got big plans for getting a bunch of ore out of here. moving explosives to the face is also quite the chore, because we've got some new stuff, this 50-pound bags of ammo. And so we got to bring it up the raise, through the transferway, all the way to our face. And it's like moving sandbags of ore in reverse. But the ammo works pretty good. We're getting ready to load our face. We got our 3 holes on the top. Those one on the left and right, they fan out a little bit, so hopefully we can open that up. It's still probably a little bit narrow, but and then I've got 4 across the bottom here and 1 little booster right there. So I'm going to load the top 3 and then all the bottom 3. The lifters are going to go last, and we're going to blast all this waste out of the way, and hopefully we'll have a little drift started that we can stand up in. Here's what we're using. This is a little bit different than last year. This is called Ampho. It's little tiny prill beads. You'll see them in a second. And then a couple new additions as well. These are our caps that we're going to be using. Same as last year. You click them together in the order. These are called stingers or boosters, or maybe boosters or something different. But these are stingers. And these go on the end of the cap, and they make it so the Ampho really packs a punch. And then this is our electric zero to set off the whole detonation. So we are going to open up our bag of prill. We're going to put it in this prill pot here, and it's going to blow through that black hose into the bottom of our holes with the caps. Half a bag probably, huh? There we go. So there's your prill, that's Ampho. Just little tiny prill beads. We pour them in our prill pot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There we go. So the prill isn't sensitive enough supposedly to be lit off by a cap. That's what I've heard. Maybe you guys know differently. Let me know in the comments. So what I've heard is you take these stingers, you put them on the end of the cap, and now that makes, when the cap goes, the stinger goes, and then it lights the Ampho off, and the Ampho makes a big boom. So I'm going to take the stinger and the cap, and I just put it right down to the end of the hose, and then that goes at the end of the hole. All right, you ready? I'm ready. Tube goes in the hole. Oh, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, now I think we can look down that hole. Now if we look down that hole, you got prill. Oh, can you see it? There you can see it. There's prill down the bottom of that hole, so it's jammed in there tight. And then Harry's got a little surprise that he likes here. We'll show you after we're done loading. So we had a lot of discussion last year about our blast not packing a big enough punch. And a lot of you suggested stemming. And Harry has come up with an ingenious method.
Well, I didn't come up with it. My buddy told me about it.
Okay, well, we have an ingenious method here where he rolls up, he screens out 3/8 minus, rolls it up into newspaper, and it fits right in the hole, and then he can pack it in. He has a really cool little tutorial on his channel, Mine Operator, making these, so go check that out. But the theory is it makes a plug right at the end of the hole and keeps all the gases in. And that may have been some of our issue last time. So now we just take our powder pole and it just jams them in there.
Oh, that one's not going in anymore.
and it goes really fast, and if it works really well. We think it works pretty well because last blast we did, it just totally shattered the rock.
It's nice because that paper is thin, it just breaks apart. And then the rock fractures, is this is jagged from the last blast. It locks in place both directions.
There we go, we're all stemmed. Now I gotta hook them up. All right, now I gotta hook these up in the order that I like. I got a cap at the bottom, and each one of these clips has a cap on it. And so I'm gonna use electrical tape, and I'm gonna connect my number 1 to this, or my 0 to this, so this will be my number 1 cap. And I want the top 3 to shoot first, so this will be number 1 in the center. Then I'll clip both of these into that red cap, that red clip. And so this one will light these 2 off, and these 2 will go down to this one over here. So hopefully this little one in the corner will relieve this lower hole. Then I want all 3 of these on the bottom to go at the same time. All 3 orange ones here. So I'm going to clip all those together. And then this yellow tube hanging out here is a little experiment, because I've got some old caps that I'd really like to use up and get rid of, but they're a different style. So I'm going to see if these caps can light off this last number here on the bottom and blow it out. Because if I can use up those last 30 caps, it'll save me 30 of my good caps I don't have to use. And these caps are anywhere from $10 to $20 a piece. So if I can use up 30 of them, it saves me $300 to $500. And miners are the cheapest people I know, or some of the cheapest people I know. So we like to save our money and use up what we can. All right, we're all loaded. We're all clipped in. I put it on my number 1 here. And then we go out and make it go boom. Now we're testing our blast wire for continuity. Good?
Continuity.
All right. Cool, we're shunted up top, so I'm going to hook up my 0. And now we're going to blow this thing. All right, I'm waiting for the all clear from Harry.
All right, that was 3 horns. How do you read?
Yeah, Harry, I copy you. You got the signal out?
Hey, firm.
Okay, here comes the boom. All right, here it comes. That's always fun. All right, it's the next morning. It's all aired out. We're gonna scale our way back in and take a look at our muck pile. All right, we're working our way in here. We've got waste all over the floor. I'm glad we cleaned all the floor up. Looks like our top half went. So that's good. We've got a big pile of waste muck we're gonna work on. Pulled right to the back. Holy cow, we got a lot of muck to move now. Hopefully you can stand up back there now. That's our goal, is we gotta get a high enough back where we can stand up straight. There's some ore. There's some ore in the muck pile. We'll pick that out. If you remember, that whole floor of that split shot was ore still. So I don't know what the vein's doing. I think it's kind of widening out as you get back there. Hopefully we have a 4-foot vein at the face. Well, Harry's got some ideas on how to best move this waste. We're just going to pile it back there where those boards are for now, get it out of our way. Our sandbags seem to survive. So we got our good ore underneath this tarp. We got some more good ore underneath that tarp. Now it's just clean up and get going again. Harry's just finishing our scaling. Got the pile washed down. Some nice pieces of ore that came out. So we're gonna end up picking those out as we muck. But now we gotta move that 5 or 6 tons of waste out of there.
Oh, that's the easy part.
That's the part Harry likes.
If you scale all muck, how's that sound? I hate scaling.
We'll get it moved hopefully today. I think we can move this whole pile today.
I want this guy gone.
Harry's concerned about these ones. Not concerned, it just doesn't like hitting his head on them anymore.
No.
All right, let's get set up to muck. Sure.
You never stopped me from working and you called me over. What's up?
Look here. Gold, gold, gold all through there.
Oh, wow.
Gold up here. All that's gold right across there. Look at all that gold. That's a beautiful spot. Oh yeah, look at it all. I can't quite get my light where I want it. There we go.
Got a piece right here.
Oh, okay, let me stop my hands from shaking. Look at all that. Man, I want to get that piece out of there.
This whole slab will come off.
There's more gold over here. Oh, look, it's sticking out of the wall.
Oh, look at that.
You see, it's like a little wire
Yeah.
sticking out. Oh, gold here.
That's one of the coarser pieces I've seen.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, isn't that the direction we're going?
That's the direction we're going. I'm just trying to scale off some of these pieces here. I don't know if I can do this with one hand or not. But I'm just picking off pieces with gold in them. That's a good piece. What else we got up here? Look at all that. That's really, really good right there. Right there somewhere. Let's see if I can get some of that off of there. Here's the stuff we're talking about. And wiggle it out. Gold right down there. See that gold there? More gold down here. Yeah. It's right along this band. If I can get some more of these pieces out. Yeah, good stuff. We're just getting started on a mucking. Harry's filling buckets. We got our little cart up here with some old pipe we found back in the workings. I'm just going to roll those buckets over there and we're going to start making a pile just along our fence there, just a waste pile. We've been mucking about an hour and 45 minutes or so. We've gone quite a ways back in there. We're probably not quite halfway done yet, but we're getting close. Harry's washing down so we can see what we got here. So I'm going to show you our technique here. This is something that Harry and Chad read in, what's it called, Harry?
Below the Grassroots by Don Boston.
Okay, Below the Grassroots by Don Boston. And he kind of developed this system of mucking. Harry's peeling on some pads. And you just muck it right into a bucket. There's a lot of ore in this stuff. I think that vein's widening out quite a bit, so when we shot, we left a lot of ore on the floor of our split shot. So we've got some ore mixed in here. So we're trying to pull out the big pieces. And so in 50 years, the next generation can come in and mine our waste pile here, because it's probably running half an ounce. And then as Harry's mucking into buckets, I'm putting them on the cart. We kind of go 3 on a cart. Then we have our impromptu rail. then we can just up over the fence. One, two, three, and then the whole process starts over. Man, there's a lot of ore in this stuff.
Yeah.
We might be back mining it next season. Okay, that's our process. I'll show you the finished product when we're at the face.
Push it back.
Push it back.
Beautiful.
There you go, complete process. Well, Harry was mucking. He spotted a piece of free gold that was liberated in the blast. And it's just hanging out right there on that piece of waste. Pretty cool. Gold in the muck. All right, we are just about finished. Here is our mountain of muck. All moved by hand. Well, actually 3 5-gallon buckets at a time. Harry's washing down the face. Let's go check on him. This is Harry's absolute favorite part of the job. Yeah. Washing down the face. We'll get her cleaned up and we'll take a good look. We got everything mucked. The face is washed down. You can stand up straight in here. And we've just got a whole face of ore all the way around us. What I'm really excited about is over here on this right rib, from where my shadow is, all the way down to there is vein. It's about 4.5 feet. It's widening up on the face. It's about 3 feet on the face. It's got some really good metal down along the bottom there. Look at those sulfides, just all along the bottom. And then we've got some of our banding along the top here. That's where we're finding a lot of our good gold. That's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. Next video, we're gonna shoot this ore. We're gonna come back, shoot the waste. And we're gonna have a lot of muck to deal with and hopefully some more gold in the face. So check out what I got for sale on eBay. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks to everybody for watching.